fucking hell, fishing. It's my RDO again, and it is a Friday afternoon. Back down at Bulimba Creek. After that thread fin in my last video, I thought maybe I'll head straight out and just fish around the wharfs today. Go up, maybe head out towards Pinkenbar Way and fish all the wharfs down there. I know some rocky edges and ledges out that way as well. It's a run out tide. It's meant to be dead low in about an hour and a half. So getting that last bit of a run out, fish around the wharfs while it slows down, and see if we can't snag a dewy or a thready. I thought I'll get the light gear out, throw a little slim swim around this drain, see if I can't get a brim or flatty, then head out and check out around the wharfs. So this will be another Fishing the Brisbane River episode. We'll sort of a part 2, I suppose, but we'll fish more out in the main river and up to Pinkenbar Way probably. See if we can't find anything at the first couple of wharfs anyway. Because last session I sort of spent a little bit more time in Bulimba Creek and around the mouth for not a whole lot, so I realise there's probably better things on the other side around the wharfs. And that was the side where the fish were sitting last time on the run out, so it's basically the same tide. Full moon tomorrow. Now we'll see what we can find, eh? There's a stack of fish on the left here. Probably from that little school there, I'd imagine. Those little fish. I think it is still pretty early in the afternoon, so there's no real rush to get out there. But I guess it is the tide change, so I should probably get out there. But when you have a drain like this on a run out tide, it's too good to go by and not suss out for a flatty or a brim. Now that's throwing a small spanner in the works. You can sort of still get in there. A couple of ships. I was not expecting ships exactly. Obviously a possibility, but the wharf I want to fish is half. I can still get to the back of it, so maybe it'll be alright. 2 wharfs are sort of taken up, which is, when you're in a kayak, a bit of a pain in the ass because you've got to paddle so far now to the next one. So yeah, we'll go fish this side and that side, make our way past this ship, fish these little ones. I'm not sure if the little ones are really worth fishing. They'll hold fish at times, I suppose, but could be a lot of sounding before I more sounding than fishing, maybe. We'll see. Seals be able to run aground at low tide through here. Got a prop marks through the mud. At least this wharf over here doesn't usually get used as far as I'm aware, so suss it out first. It's not my favourite wharf, but we'll suss it out and then head across. Sneak up the back of this boat if I'm allowed. No one yells at me. The boat is it's further up the wharf than this one, so I might be able to get to those back pylons, we'll see. Don't want to get too close obviously with the lures. Oh, there's some fish over here actually. Should have been watching the sound of the schools. Very shallow water though. Probably mullet or something. Could be, you never know. Could be anything. Get out of here. May as well fish the back end of this wharf. Haven't seen much on the sound. A lot of clutter. Like there's bait fish there as well, but there's a lot of just crap. I don't know, whatever you call it. Sticking with the jerk shad just for a bit. It's not something I normally sort of throw, but you'll still catch fish if there's snapper around, especially. If I find a school of fish, I'll probably throw the vibe. Jerk shad I can just work faster and while I'm looking for fish. And if I lose it, I'm not as worried. A lot cheaper to throw than a vibe. I think there's fish hanging around, it's like definitely looks fishy. Oh, it's big. Recording. Oh, Dewey banger. Hasn't really played up yet. No, don't do that. I don't know if the hook set's really good. That was a bit retarded, but got it in. By surprise. I was busy looking at me sounder going, what's going on here? It's reading all over the shop. I think it's got more the clutter in the water. And all of a sudden, felt a tap, tap, and on. Little Joey. Not too shabby. I saw some fish hanging off the back pylon, but I wasn't sure because the sounder was reading a bit weird. Because yeah, I saw some big blips on the side scan, but with all the clutter it was really hard to see what I was really looking at. But they didn't look like the pylons, they looked like fish blips, so I figured there's something off the end of this wharf. Luckily I was sort of right. Jerk shad works. It's the old, what is it? The one I've been raving on about recently, the Rapala jerk shad, crush shitty jerk shad. Jerk, whatever it's called. Highly rate them, for especially in the bay on the tuna or mackerel. But yeah, first proper fish of the day. Little Dewey, doesn't look legal, but we'll give him a measure. 56, 55, 56. I'll let you go. Going on here. Yeah, nice way to start the afternoon. He's pretty well good to go, I think. No barotrauma in him, and he is straight down. Didn't fight all that hard. He obviously felt the weight. I actually thought it was a cod. Well, I must have got a bit of a cod off the end, but then he had a bit of a run. See if there's another on the back there. Starting to doubt the old jerk shad because it's not, it's not a lure I'd normally use, but these crush city jerks, Rapala crush city jerk shads, highly rate. All the Rapala stuff they've been bringing out, the new stuff they've been bringing out recently has been pretty decent. I haven't tried the little creeper yet, but the paddle tail's good. The prawn's good. I'm hopeless with names. They're just a little prawn imitation version they have is pretty good. Imposter prawn, that's the one. Highly rate that as well. I've always been a Z-Man guy, but now since I've started using these crush cities, they're very strong. Like, they're durable. I've caught tailor on them, not had a problem. Caught mackerel on them, and I've used one lure the whole session, caught about 5 or 6 mackerel around a beacon. Only school mackerel, but use the same lure, Because compared to Z-Man, they just seem way more flexible. The Z-Man, I used to always use the Z-Man's streaks. They seem to be a bit more stiffer, especially when they get a little bit older. I throw these back in my tackle box and I'll reuse them, but the Z-Man seem to get hard and a little bit hard and shrink over time, where these don't seem to do that yet. But anyway, throw back in there, see if I can't get another. Dewy. I think there's just so much bait here. It's really hard to see. It's hard to read the sounder, eh? There's clutter as well, but there's a lot of bait, a lot of flicking on the surface. It's just, I think it's just a whole bunch of bait. It may not even be clutter. And the wind is sort of pushing me in here. I don't want to get too close, I'd rather sit back. That's where I wish I had reverse. Well, the thought of going down to Pinkham Bar seems a bit far-fetched right now. It's a bit of a mission. You don't realise how long you spend dialing in on these wharfs. So I may not end up going down there. Well, not too far anyway. What time is it? 3 o'clock. I still got 2 hours. I'll fish the other side. Like, yeah, I guess I could head up a bit. But I'm not sure where to go once I'm up there. I'll have a couple more casts at the end of this wharf and head across for that. Now, it's not really a back point I can fish, if I can even fish it. I might get shoot away really quick, but that, oh, what was that? But that ship doesn't really look like it's operational. I think it's just stationary, sitting there. They're not working on it. There's no one. I can't see anyone around it. It's not. I don't even think it's running. So it's potentially a good spot at the back of that boat for Threadies. So, because I won't stay here too much longer. The tide's changing now, so I'd still like a little bit of that run at the back of that wharf. So I'll go there sooner rather than later. Couple of flicks at the back of this one to head across. I'm in big trouble here. Got the waves, got a fish, back paddling. What a stupid time to get a bite. We'll make and do. Got him under control. He feels like a decent Dewey. Oh, potentially. Back off on him just a little bit. Now, backpedaling is not ideal by any means. He feels bigger than the first one. Still not out of bloody trouble. It's a real pain in the ass to back paddle with a rudder. He's under control. I'm not. Bloody hell. Problem with like 6 luxury yachts go by as well. Big wakes. I just want to get out of there a bit more. I think I'm clear. Oh, I got leader, so he's alright, he's up. Oh, it's a big cod. Here's a big cod. Oh, stink. So he hasn't had a decent big run. It's just a big stinking cod. Alright. If I can do this, it would be amazing. He's only just pinned. Come here, you big stinking cod. Holy dooly. Freaking nightmare that was. But I also think I might need to upgrade this drive to get reverse, because reverse would just make things so much easier. Pull the pedal, pull the cable, and back out of those situations. Paddling like that is just retarded. I don't know, it's not fun. Plus the waves didn't help. Oh my god. Big old stinky cod. I'm not disappointed. He's a good sized fish. Gone this far, may as well measure him. They're really hard to measure anyway. He'd be about 54, 55. 54, 55. Yeah, he's a decent cod. Oh, don't do that. Tell you what, he's in the water now. Gold spot cod. See you, mate. Grips out. If you let go, there we go. There you go. Holy stinking. That fight was all wrist too, so my wrist is bloody caning. Bloody paddling backwards. Far out, man. Dealing with those waves, that was ridiculous. And now there's no boats, they're all gone, but there's just like 5 or 6 cruisers, yachts, whatever, I don't know. Bloody big boats, bloody big wake, big fish, shit spot. But anyway, not complaining, got him in. Yeah, on that note, I'll head across the other side now where there's a break in the traffic, boat traffic. See if there's anything around these other pylons. See if the Thready are hanging around or a Jew around these pylons. The other reason I brought the jerk shad is obviously if there's tailor around. Like the tailor around last time. But haven't seen any yet. The ship is running and it's quite noisy, so audio might be a bit horrendous. But see how we go. I can fish at least the back corner, which is what I mainly want to fish anyway. Obviously there's no boat here, I fish all the way along it, but it's a bit hard today. A lot of bait up on the surface here. Oh, fish, that was big. Just got a big touch up then. Good signs. The guy on the boat gave me a good stare, so I better not to get too close. Saw a couple of good blips just on the side scan out here. Something had a crack but missed the hooks. You know, I'm trying to keep my distance from the boat obviously, but I'm getting pushed in with a bit of wind. But you know, it is going to be 30 metres away, so will not break too many rules. It's something. Big brim. Now lots of fish at least. Little brimbo. Nothing to brag about. Definitely fish around here. I'm just trying not to get too close. I'm getting pushed in all the time, but so you don't want to get too close. You don't want to get security down here, but I'm not exactly doing any harm. Just having a little fish. There's definitely plenty of bait, and there's some big arches getting around. No schools, but it's the 1s and 2s. I don't mind. That's probably the best thing about the kayak. Yeah, you don't travel a lot of, you don't cover a lot of ground. But you really pepper a spot, that's for sure. Like out here, I don't know what, it doesn't look that strong of a mark, but there's stuff out even deeper. The jerk shad's getting the nibs today. So I think the jerk shad's good because it gives it, it's like more of a reaction bite. Like they don't think about it, they just see something and hit it. It's a bit more opportunist, where the vibe, you got to work a little bit slower. Going on out here, school or something. Yeah, the vibe, you've got to sort of work it a bit slower, and I don't know, the fish might see it and not be interested. Fair school on the right, something. So far no one's come out and yelled at me, so I must be being okay here. over here. Get this fish away from the pylons. Not sure what it is. Could be a jubik, could also be just a big cod. Dropped it right down next to the pylon. Mad bend in the rod. Get him on this side. Looks like a Jew. Yeah, there's a Jew. Beautiful. Quick battery change. Had one on hand, but he's been sitting in the water. 60 centimetre Jew. He's been chilling in the water, so he should be alright. Just give it, yeah, he's a little kick and he's going down. Just 4:15 now, so see if we can't get another one or two. Head in. I'm not going to go exploring anymore. There's fish here, there's no point leaving it to go explore other wharfs. It's going to be the same story. Lead is still fine, jerk shad still fine. Crush City jerk shad doing the damage. Haven't even really thrown the vibe today. Just find it's a little bit better to throw into structure with and less hooks to get snagged up. Just letting it shoot down the side of pylons, and well, that's where I got him, right on next to that pylon. Not really seeing much on the sounder near the pylons, but doesn't mean they're not tied up against the structure. Oh, he come off. Ah, I feel like a Jew. A bigger one. Oh no. Oh. I'll be lucky to get this guy out, I think. Where's my rig here? Keep putting up. Oh. He's not much bigger, but he's just hooked him in the side of the cheek a bit, so that's why he came up heavy. Anyway, he fought hard. He nearly buried me. I managed to pluck him out. Oh, he's 60 again. Another 60. Don't want to put the grip in his mouth. Don't want to do any damage to his lip, so another Dewey. He should take off pretty fine. There's no barotrauma on him. I was going to take him to the shallows, but I just want to get him back in the water while he was kicking. He's pretty lively. Well, it's sort of getting towards sunset. I should probably make him move. Did bring a torch today, so at least I can go back in with a little bit of light. I'll go for one more fish, I suppose, since I'm here, and call it a day, I reckon. He didn't actually get me in anything. The leader's still apples, mate. At least I got one on the vibe. He fought a bit harder than 60, eh? He fought twice as hard as those other ones. But then again, I think it's where I hooked him in the cheek a bit. Oh, the tide's definitely pushing me around now. Danger zone. Felt the dunk on the way down. Handy if I can just get around there and get him out of this. It's just a schoolie. Come on, just get him in there and I can get out of here. And like, I'm seeing fish on the sounder, but nothing like, I'm not seeing the Jew as such. Everything I'm seeing looks pretty high up, to be fair. Oh, he's gone. He escaped. He was another 60 centimetre odd Jew, I guess. Be good to get it, you know, close to a metre one out of there, but just maybe not the spot, not the time. Well, that was a pretty alright session. Got what I came for. Thought I might get a Jew this time of year. I was hoping for another Thready, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think 4 Jew, or was it 5 maybe? Can't quite remember, but only they're school-sized Jew, but they're great fun. You know, I don't catch them all that often, so any Jew is a good Jew in my book. Still want to explore more on the river out, up this way, but it's very hard to leave fish to go find fish. You know, this ship here is a couple of wharfs further up, but they're not as big or large. But like I said, once you find fish and bait, there's heaps of bait around. There's no point leaving it to go look for something else. But yeah, make the dash in, and I'll see you next time.